You're probably aware that Amazon created a hiring engine. A few years ago, Amazon basically used 10 years of resume data to create a hiring engine. Okay, and they started to use that to shortlist candidates and so on. Amazon claims that they never used it to evaluate any candidates. So but they were using it, and eventually they dropped because they realized that it was somewhat sexist. It was selecting people, men more often than women, and it was dropping candidates who had any sort of the word woman in the resume. If it was anywhere there, like women's club or something like that, they were getting dropped. Okay, and so eventually Amazon decided to abandon this algorithm and so on. So now let's imagine what they were, how they may have built this. This is not what Amazon has told us, but we're just thinking out loud, right? Look at what Amazon may have done. They have looked at 10 years of resumes, okay, and their own system. They would know how many people were hired and how many people were not hired, right? And within the people who are hired, they probably have some kind of a performance score saying these are the high performers, these are low performers, and medium performers, right? This is probably how they started and said, okay, let me build an algorithm to find out when a resume comes in, the document that comes in, can I use that to first maybe check, will this person be selected in the system, A, and if so, how will they perform, right? Now, what could be the issues here? Firstly, we don't know what is a measure of performance, right? We all know, we've all worked in organizations, and we know that performance measurement is still not an exact science. It's quite dicey. There are many factors involved in actually determining the actual performance of an individual. We don't even know what is actual performance, but there are lots of extraneous and other factors that determine performance. So that's an issue. We don't know if the idea of the algorithm is to maximize performance. Firstly, is that an objective measure? We don't know. In case of an AlphaGo, it is clear. You win or you lose a game of Go or chess. It's very, very clear. It's absolutely objective. In case of performance, not very objective. So there's that one challenge. Let's look at the second challenge. What is the objective function? Are we maximizing performance? Because that's one way to do it. You can say, I look at a resume and let me pick the best performers and shortlist them for human interviewing, right? That could be one way of solving it, where your objective function is maximize performance of individuals. We could also say, no, let me just build it for who will get hired in the system, right? Let me only select the people who will get hired in the system, because let me not waste the time of interviewers looking at people who are not eventually going to get hired. That could be another way of solving the same problem, which means I am trying to replicate or automate the part that was being done by the hiring engine earlier, right? I'm saying my hiring engine was good. I was hiring great people. Let me try to automate this and let me eliminate human intervention from figuring out who will get hired, and then only put those people for shortlisting and for interviewing who are more likely to get hired. That could be another way of solving the same problem. And I'm sure in both cases, the question is of whether these algorithms will be fair or not. There is no fairness in this, right? Nobody is looking at, will this be fair or not? Are we saying, oh, we need to make sure that the likelihood of a woman candidate being selected should be same as a male candidate? I don't think that's not such specified here. Maybe it can be specified, it's not necessarily specified. Can we say that, okay, different kinds of minorities have to have a same level of approval rate as majorities? Not clearly specified. So there's a challenge in defining what is the objective function, what are we trying to maximize. And when you set one objective function, you by definition are solving for one problem, and there are a bunch of other things that will not get solved for. So this is a very important and a crucial decision that any designer of the system has to make as to what is my objective function, right?